Hi, you guys, what's going on? Namaste and blessings. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Rose Serpent Oracle. My name is Nela Maat, and today we're going to be channeling messages from our venerated ancestors. Okay, we are also, of course, setting intentions to connect with the Divine Mother. Okay, Divine Mother, Divine Father. Beautiful. We can take a deep breath in though to release any urgency and to open our channels to be receptive with humility to receiving the messages that we need. All right, may you be blessed in your journey, honey. Beautiful. So, how do we start? What do we start with? There's so much I want to share. So, first of all, okay, well, um, eucalyptus. Okay, I want to talk about eucalyptus. If some of you are working through enhancing and strengthening your connection to spirit, if you feel guided to work with your psychic gifts, spirit is saying, get yourself some eucalyptus. Um, this is also great to clear the energy in your house, to refresh the energy. When you smell it, bring a sense of peace and ease. It's great for the lungs, for purification. All right. So just sharing because that's what I'm being guided to do. Then I would also like to show you guys this arrowhead. It's a warrior one, and it was given to me by the spirit of the river. Um, and so go to the water, go to nature, ground yourself. If some of you can go to the ocean or to a river or to a lake, just go find some time to connect. Okay. The ancestors are speaking about setting time to connect and to go deeper. Okay, it's 11:11 by the way, and now there's so much said about 11:11, and so I am going to connect with the frequency of 11:11 right now to see what is the specific message. Okay, so I consciously open the channel and I allow our ancestors, our Divine Mother, Father, Source, Creator to speak. In this case, the energy of 11:11 is bringing a message of paying attention to synchronicities. It's an invitation also to adapt to a new way of living, a new way of existing. For some of you, a new way of expressing yourself. Okay. Is the energy of the ending of a long period or a long cycle and the starting of a new. Okay, this is a message of comfort. It's a message of comfort. You're protected, you are safe. We're gonna use the Bond Oracle, and so here we go. Let's see what our ancestors want to speak about. I'm hearing tongue-tied, tongue-tied, and I'm feeling it too. Like I'm in my throat chakra. What are you holding back? How are you holding back? What's going on? What is it that you're not saying? What is it that you're not expressing? Do you have the tendency to stay quiet, to suppress? Okay, cool. Well, here we go. Ooh, blessings of creativity, solutions to your so-called problems. That's how they are speaking to me, so just go with it. uh, Purification also. The inner child needs reassurance. The inner child needs nurturing. The inner child um, needs attention. Be compassionate. My throat chakra again. What are your needs? How do you feel about communicating your needs? How do you feel about vulnerability? Excuse me. Oh my goodness, yeah. So we need to work on communication, communicating, like I said, our needs. I'm hearing do things that will make you feel joyful and passionate. We have a big yes. A big yes with a new beginning. They want you to empower yourself. Empower yourself. Empower yourself. How can you support yourself? How can you support your creations? How can you show up for yourself? They are guiding you towards emotional freedom, freedom of expression, freedom of being. We have family sorrow. They are asking you to tap into that warrior energy and also to review how are you restricting yourself. What are the stories that you tell yourself about what is or what is not possible? How are you limiting yourself? Oh, I'm too old for this. Oh, I'm not good with technology. Oh, I cannot learn that. No, So there's a sense of some of you having your journey is particular, okay? So some of you are or might be feeling a little bit frustrated because you might be like, yeah, you might be like identifying yourself with your age, and for some of you, your physical vessel. And so there are limitations, right? For example, when we're talking about the programming and the conditionings, right, of this world. Oh, well, when you are 50, you're old. You're old. You know what I mean? You're too old for this. You're too old for that. I I can look back right now and count the amount of people that I have that I can remember that they just keep calling themselves old, and then they say I'm too old for this. They are bringing that message, the message of some of you were meant to awaken and start this path maybe as you are what we refer as older or elder age or something like that. Please take what resonate, but hear me out. And the thing is that you are meant to be the person who's gonna shift those stories. So if you are, let's say, in your late 40s and 50s or 60s, and you are feeling guided to read some books, to take a course, to look for guidance, if you're being guided to get into a YouTube channel and share your gifts, your talents, they are saying you have to release the stories that you are too old, because they're speaking about your journey being unique. They're speaking about you being an example, you choosing the path. right? Because it's like you're here to say, you see, yes, you can. Doesn't matter what, yes, you can. Yes, you can invest in your spiritual journey and follow um, divine guidance and break free and live your life, your age and the stories and the programmings and your appearance or your physical, yeah, your physical appearance, the wrinkle, the gray hair we have, whatever. Like that does not define us. And that doesn't mean that we are meant to stop and settle and just retire and drink all day or smoke all day or just like, start overindulging and just settling down. You know what I mean? And this is not being judgy. If we become very honest, we're going to see these patterns in our family. And so they're speaking about purpose and passion. They're speaking about freedom, liberation from limitations, and stories that are preventing us from truly feeling free and living to the fullest. Okay? So there are some like religious programmings and cultural stories. They're also speaking about this idea. Okay, wait. Overcoming the separation of the races too. We are one race. We are the human race. End of the story. So there are many people who still are living and existing separated. Okay? So you have to go deep into your roots, and there is karmic memory ingrained within you. So for example, right, I have African ancestors, so I have the pain of that. I have Costa Rican Aboriginal, like Mesoamerican, right, all the way to Mexico and Central America ancestry. I have European ancestry too. So I needed to go and tap into the shame and the guilt and the stories that I was living my life with and from. So if I was rejecting white people or black people, in truth, I was rejecting my ancestry, my heritage, because I have both. You know what I mean? And so on one side, I am crying, feeling defeated and abused and put down. And then on the other one, I'm feeling shame and guilt for doing that to others. So the ancestors are calling us into seeing the bigger picture of our blood. And they want us to expand ourselves into seeing ourselves as human beings, and we have been and we are the human race, and we have all of the freaking races. And so it's time to stop the stories of separation and to go and find the programmings and the conditionings to where we are judging others, criticizing others, punishing others, and then victimizing others. Because the only way to come into a place of wholeness is to when we can look at every fucking body and ourselves. Sorry, I just got passionate and super hot. This a masculine ancestor, and he's saying the only way forward is when you start to see yourself and others as a human who we all have blood. Our blood is red, period, filled with memory. So it's time to stop that. There are programmings, right? For some, we feel an entitlement. For some, we feel defeated or less. So find both, because remember, we're in the world of opposites, of duality, of polarity. So you have to learn to dance with both of them. When we go to extremes, it's not gonna work. So if you are all in everything and you integrate all and everything, the good, the bad, the shitty, the beautiful, the hard, the good times, it's the same with our human behaviors and actions. We as humans, we share the same fears, we share the same freaking emotions, and when we go and dig, we carry the same freaking traumas: abandonment, neglect, abuse. So it's time to expand and look at our humanity. They're calling us into that. And they're saying, because if you still are living your life from a place of separation, you will always feel separated. Okay? Wow, that was a lot. I was not expecting going that way. I just got an itch back. Sorry. All right. Well, okay. Well, there is it's time to pay attention to details. Like I said, a lot of creativity. We have the totem um, of the I'm hearing the ravens, and then the turtle and the elephant. Okay, so the elephant is all about community, right? The ancient times, the elephant wisdom. um, some of you might feel very connected to Lord Ganesha. Some of you might have some elephant tattoos, so have like you might be very drawn to the elephant. So investigate, right, what the elephant means. It's about matriarchy, community, but it's not matriarchy where the women, I'm bossing around. No, it's about community. It's about partnership. You see, people still, take things very twisted. This is why I speak about these things, because it's our tendency as humans to go to one side or the other, the extremes. Okay, so, okay, cool. There is protection related to a relationship, love. If some of you are experiencing a time of, having to be by yourself and all of that jazz, well, there's someone who will show up. You just have to go with it. You just have to stay positive, optimistic, because we still are working through manifesting a healthy sense of independence. We're moving through releasing family sorrow, guilt and shame, religious programmings, religious shame, healing here from separation, divorce, or breakups. Like I said, pay attention to details, and we have the unconscious here, the unconscious, paying attention to the unconscious, all right? And the inner child. All right, cool. I feel like I've been talking for a long time. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's how it is. Okay. The tarot have the Wheel of Fortune, luck, twist of fate. Okay. So when we are talking about the Wheel of Fortune, we're talking about destiny. We're talking about choices and decisions. One choice you can make that is differently from your past can change the direction where you're going. In order for us to open doors and to change our lives, we have to become the change. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune means, as you allow yourself to work towards your North Node and embody it, which is the Star of David. And now, for those of you who are not aware of this, you need to know about your South Node in astrology and your North Node. Your South Node is where you come from, is your comfort zone. Your North Node is the direction you have to follow. And so get on top of that, all right? But with the Wheel of Fortune here, you are protected, you're safe. You have to stay committed though to your journey. That's the thing with the Wheel of Fortune. It's not gonna move if you don't change, because the Wheel of Fortune is about change and destiny. You becoming, your becoming, which means your evolution. Okay? So as you allow yourself to liberate right? To liberate yourself from the chains of the past as you allow yourself to move towards the transformation in Scorpio. Then the wheel of fortune is moving. Now you become magnetic because if you are walking in alignment with this energy, now you start to attract what is for you. But if the will if you are trying to live exactly the same or the opposite of where you're meant to be going, wheel of fortune is not going anywhere. Okay, we have the page of wands, accelerating quickly. Okay, the page of wands is also a new energy that's coming in to help you. The page of wands is also about someone who takes action, who takes initiative, is choosing to see things differently, is choosing to go into, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith on myself, on my dreams, on my passions. I'm going to see how this feels. What if I'm going to get all excited? What if I don't like? What if what I believe I need or I want is not? So with the page of wands means I'm going to make use of my willpower and I'm going to give it a try. However, with the wheel of fortune, I'm committed to this. Okay, commitment is important. Focus, discipline, commitment. Page of wands is a new energy coming in that is going to help you move forward, get things done too. Okay, and last one, we have the queen of coins with peaceful abundance. So the ancestors are saying, as you allow yourself to go through this transformation and this healing, as you break the change from the stories of your past and and you seek correction, then guess what? You become magnetic and you start to attract the things that are just for you. And the queen of coins means I attract, and everything I do because it comes from my heart is blessed. And so I start to experience reciprocity. So money comes, abundance comes. But abundance not just in the way of money, but new ideas, new gifts, new talents, reciprocity, connections, receiving, gifts and surprises. It's a whole thing, you guys. Now, I want you to pay attention to this here, this star, the North Node, okay? All right, you guys. Well, this is all I got for you. It's been beautiful. I hope that this help you. May you be blessed on your path. Sit with this. I know that what I do, what I share is intense, but we're talking about the ancestors. I don't mess around. I've been preparing for many, 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 many years, and I continue. I choose to walk this path in integrity because there's a lot of deception out there, okay? I know the karmic responsibility, okay? And this is why my readings are about illumination, revelation. I empower you, but I call you back into your accountability, responsibility. I'm not gonna say money is coming and it's gonna fall in your lap. No, that's some bullshit right there, okay? So get into business. I love you. May you be blessed. Peace.